All right, let's talk about it. The king of the CCW, the internet's favorite handgun. This is the Glock 19. This is the Gen 5 Glock 19. I have a Gen 3. I personally am a Glock 19 fan. And today I'm going to talk about why I carry a Glock 19, why the Glock 19 is the internet's favorite gun, why it is, in fact, the king of the concealed carry weapon. We're going to start with, there's a lot of videos out talking about going over this gun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to discuss what I like about it and what I have to do to, in fact, make it perfect. And I'm going to start with the stipple right here. As you can see, I had this one stippled from a guy out in Tennessee. TriStar Customs did the stippling on this. I usually use Talon grips. He also did an undercut, double undercut, as you can see here. And I usually carry stock trigger. My buddy has the Overwatch Precision, and after carrying the Shadow Systems DR920, I realized how much I like the flat face. So this is a stock trigger bar with the Overwatch Precision shoe on there. And it just shoots fantastic. I've put 3,600 rounds through this one. And again, on all of my guns, I use a stipple or Talon grips. What I love about the Gen 5 is this mag release versus the Gen 3. I've got a Gen 3 right over here, and you can see the Gen 3 mag release. I even got this one. This is an extended one. And you can see that it's just very small in comparison to the Gen 5. This mag release works so much better. It also has the ambi slide release. And, you know, it's just a fantastic gun. It allows a high purchase, especially with the undercut. So you can see here with this Gen 3 that I also have an undercut on this one. And what that does is that allows you to shoot fast and shoot a lot without getting what they call Glock knuckle. And essentially that is a callus on your finger. So you end up getting a callus right here. And I've got one still. I don't know if you can see that. I do, in fact, still have one just from shooting a lot. But this prevents that, and it allows a high purchase. This one also has a Cerakote. So like I said, I don't really have a choice when it comes to carrying because of these polymer mags. So Glock is the only company that I know of, and Glock-like companies that use Glock magazines, where you carry polymer mags. And I sweat real bad, therefore I have to have a polymer mag. And since Glock mags are polymer, I can carry Glock and Glock clones that use the Glock mag, which again is why I carry the DR920 as my EDC. I've been carrying this gun, and again, what makes this gun the king of the concealed carry is that this gun, you can go weeks without using it. And this gun is just a great shooter. You could go weeks, months. I don't go years without shooting this, but it had been probably about 6 months since I've carried this. And in preparation for this video, I went ahead and carried this for about 2 weeks and ran some drills with it, the ones that you see on the video. And I just shoot this gun so well. I wasn't any slower. I'll put this magazine in there. You can see that my pinky does hang off, and I'll see if I can get a good purchase here. My pinky still does hang off, but with the magazine right here, I am able to use the magazine to grip. When I dry fire this, I dry fire it with the magazine in, versus the DR920, I can take it out. And so carrying this, shooting this gun, I am just as, well, almost as fast. Yeah, I'm gonna say not as fast. I don't always get a good grip when I'm drawing from concealment, but just as accurate, almost as fast. It's more pleasant to shoot than any of the micro compacts that I've owned, like the 365, the Smith & Wesson Shield. The gun is just a great shooter. Maybe not as well at concealing, but what you give up for in concealment, you make up for in shooting. And with the, it shoots flat, and with this undercut, it shoots even more flat. It's just a great shooting gun. I shoot the Holosun 507 in all of mine. And as you can see with this, I don't know if you can tell, but it's the MOS. It uses a plate right here, as you can see. And this is the MOS plate. This is the C&H Precision. And one thing that I have run into when I was taking this slide off to get it Cerakoted, I think I'd shot it and I heard some rattling. And when I took it off, the plate was loose. I had Loctited it and put it on properly, installed it properly, but with the MOS, because you're running a plate, you do want to make sure that you're checking that consistently. I was running this originally without blacked out irons, and you can see now that I do have blacked out irons. I run the circle dot. You can't really see it that well there, but I do run a circle dot with blacked out irons. Even though this has a solar backup, I was dry firing one day, pulled it out to dry fire, and the red dot was off. The battery had died. I did not have backup sights, and I thought, man, it's a good thing I didn't need this dot to defend my life that day, because I didn't have any way of aiming it with sights. So I do now use backup iron sights on all of my handguns. Another awesome thing about this gun, and you don't normally hear Glock go with Glock, the things that you hear and think of when you hear Glock is reliability. You think of, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure it's clear, even though we already did that. Pop that mag out. One cool thing about this gun, and what I like about the Gen 5 platform, is that it is in fact modular. So here is the Gen 5 19 frame, and I have now a Gen 5. This is the 45 frame, and again, you can see that I did a undercut myself. All right, not a double, just a single undercut with a Dremel. And so you can take that frame off, put this frame on, and as long as you got 17 round mags, you have a Glock 45. So I know that you don't normally think of modularity when you think of Glock, but they are somewhat modular. This gun conceals just as well as my Glock 19. Uses the same holster, of course. I would, if it's light compatible, I would of course take this TLR1 off, put it on here, and use that as well. And so they are somewhat modular. If you have the frame, I got mine from Big Tex Ordnance, you can. And here again, you can see that with this frame, like with all of my Glock frames, undercut, talon grips. I like an aggressive grip. With the Gen 3, I have Talon grips as well, but you can see this was eating my stomach up for some reason. This one does and the other one doesn't. So I went ahead and put some tape on here, some hockey tape. So just getting creative with the concealed carry weapons. So yeah, this is just Glock. There's again, on top of the reliability, these things are just absolutely easy to use. They're easy to strip apart. They're easy to clean. They are easy to maintain. And you've got your Glock reliability. So, again, I highly recommend this gun for anybody who's considering getting one. If you don't have one and you're thinking about it, go ahead and get it. I would recommend getting the Gen 5 if you're in a state that you can. These Gen 5 guns, there's just so much aftermarket stuff you can do to them. I keep mine stock because for reliability reasons, but there are lots of things that you can do even with a stock Glock to ensure its reliability. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them below, and appreciate you guys watching the video.